Yes, the Moondrop Variation is almost 3 years old, enough to be considered old in ever fast-moving world of IEMs. With something like the Studio 4 that came out last year, how does it feel to live with this aging beast? Should you still buy one? Let's talk about it. This unit is here on my desk courtesy of Jeben Surabaya, who is kind enough to keep my weekly uploads going and really went out of their way to ship them here. Thank you, Jeben Surabaya, for the chance to review this beautiful beast. More on them in the video description, but I digress. First time picking them up, I thought they were made from frosted glass, as it was slightly cold to the touch and it is dense. The buds themselves are hefty. Oh, in case you didn't know, this is a Moondrop tribrid IEM with 2 electrostatic drivers, 2 balanced armature, and a dynamic driver. Full specs will be in the description and the link to Moondrop's website. After unwrapping and putting them on, I jump straight to testing their isolation. The keyboard sound does come through when you don't play anything. After that, I went and played Master of Puppets by Metallica, where I wrote on a note closer to what I am used to, but there are something different. Perhaps the separations of instruments and vocals? These notes are mostly just compared to what I am daily driving, which is the Truth is Zero Red most of the time. But I digress. The vocals are forward, airy, and well-defined. There are slight possibility to notice some sibilance, but also not really. And this is actually my first time experiencing electrostatic drivers. I am not really concerned about the driver configurations, so I don't really look at them as much as I would like. I think the imaging and the sound staging is exceptional with this pair. Again, this is mostly compared to my daily driver. I wish I could compare this to the Symphonium Crimson or the Studio 4 directly. Circling back to Master of Puppets, I think the song sounds engaging as ever, and I considered it smooth even. Before I totally forgot, the fit and the comfort is okay. The unit itself is an absolute chonker. Your ears might feel packed when wearing them. But for me at least, after a prolonged use, it is overall okay. Getting back to the sound department, female vocals on Heavy Rotation by JKT48 are also surprisingly separated, sparkly, forward, and airy. Bass performance is tight, with fast decay, punchy, and well presented. Definitely no sloppy bass here, although the slight mid-bass dip might be worth noting. But that might be a nitpick. At least the bass does not bleed to the mids. Speaking about the mids, perhaps it's another nitpick, but I think it could be a little forward. It is not really a problem most of the time, but on some rock songs, it does shows. The experience is just something else, especially when listening to the Velvet Underground's Oh Sweet Nothing. The sense of soundstage feels like I'm in the same room as they are playing. It was so expressive, full of character. I think I have never experienced this before, or maybe I just didn't listen to their song while testing the other IEM. But I digress. Hard, busy song like Megadeth's Symphony of Destruction sounds really nice. The bass line is pronounced. The mids are engaging enough, and the treble are lively and airy. Meanwhile, on Unholy Confessions, the right cymbals are not only noticeable, the vibrations also came through, adding a little hint of detail to the overall experience. While the detail, imaging, and staging is pretty good so far, at first glance, playing some orchestral songs may result in a 50-50 gamble. On the not-so-busy part of the Mandalorian by Danish National Symphony Orchestra, most of the time, the experience is really nice. However, I think moving up to some of the busiest part of the song, the instruments gets together a little too much and can sound a bit overwhelming. I thought of something funny when writing this. Can I call this like a stew? It doesn't mean that the experience is bad, but it is just everything is mixed up in there. After further testing, however, I think you will need more volume on orchestral tracks, as increasing the volume made its sounds better than ever. Games and movies sounds amazing with this. You could say they are immersive. However, on esport titles, I do not seem to notice a lot of difference or gain any competitive advantage with more expensive IEMs. I think that is it. The variation gets both A for tonality and A for technicalities. That concludes my review of the Moondrop Variations. Thank you again, Jabin Surabaya, for lending them for review. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next week or in another video.